Hey guys, it's Bub here, and if you're taking a look at AtlasOS, which claims it's what you want for snappy performance with none of that extra crap that Windows comes with. I actually found this on an article that I was reading a few days ago, and I figured we have to take a look at it. So as you're all aware, Windows comes with a bunch of extra stuff. I mean, this is a clean install of 23H2 that we really don't want, and it also comes with a bunch of just empty things that we don't really need. Sending data back to Microsoft. You may be aware of the most recent Microsoft Edge pop-up that was occurring. And of course, Copilot also removing the Show Desktop button by default that you have to go into taskbar. So what this does is this aims to change Windows into something you actually want to use. So I'm very excited to see how this makes sense or how this even tries to do that, because I personally am ready to move away from Windows. So let's get into it. Similar to ReviOS, which we've taken a look at in the past, this uses playbooks. So this playbook right here, it actually uses the same file or the same wizard, the AME wizard, that ReviOS used. I'm not actually entirely sure how to use this. So what we're going to try is I'm going to run both of the... Okay, hold on. Okay, let's see. So that's the wizard. Before I run the wizard, I'm going to run the command prompt, Valorant, Windows Hello, BitLocker. We're not using any of those. Although I didn't realize that Valorant needed that requirement. That's a little weird. And then we're going to install this in the registry. Sure. And now let's run that playbook file. So we're just going to import that, kind of like how you'd import any other file. And then we're going to run action and disable Windows security. So we need to turn virus and threat protection off. So I guess real-time protection. Let's just turn it all off. Why not? Now this was actually a step that we had to do in ReviOS, so I'm very familiar with this process. Windows is not activated. Please activate. But I hope that doesn't impact our... we need to activate Windows to install this. Are you serious? That's a little ridiculous, I think. We actually can't do this right now because Windows isn't activated. That's kind of a joke. So after some testing, I realized that AtlasOS is actually the playbook that requires Windows to be activated. I went with ReviOS just to see, and it actually didn't give us the activation error. So AtlasOS appears to be the one that's, giving us some problems. So for some reason, I think this turned itself back on. I don't know why. Yeah, let's leave that off. And now Windows should be activated. So I'm hoping that it will be able to... Yep, there we go. That's the only key I was able to find. So next, blah, 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 agree. Next. Alright, let's just continue with the default stuff. Next. And here we go. The playbook is being deployed. Alright, and here we are inside of AtlasOS. First things first, we can see our background was changed. Our taskbar looks a little different, like the alignment changed, and we have Brave by default on our desktop. So I actually do like this background a lot. It kind of reminds me of the default Dell wallpaper, except obviously with the Atlas logo. Moving forward, we have our start button, which has been left aligned. Obviously changed in the start menu settings, along with the rest of our taskbar being aligned. We're also missing animations, like as you notice when we open the start menu and open the File Explorer, animations are gone, which helps with performance, obviously. We are still missing that button down here that takes us to Show Desktop, but this was actually made, the playbook was made prior to Microsoft announcing Copilot, so hey, I'll cut them some slack there. In the actual start menu, we can see that I think this was changed. Yeah, so we have Windows Security pinned by default here. None of that bloatware is here. And we also have an Atlas folder that gives us additional software, drivers for Apple devices, Bluetooth, and driver instructions, configuration settings. I mean, wow, there's a lot here. These are all registry keys, optional tweaks, Windows settings, advanced configuration, security, as well as troubleshooting. So that is some pretty cool stuff we have built into the operating system. And then again, like I said, this start menu layout is all very much cleaned up. Moving down, 7-zip was also installed, so I guess this was made before Windows started automatically supporting all of those file types, or they just like 7-zip better. I'm not entirely sure, what the deal is there. Of course, we also have Brave installed, which I'm not a big fan of, but we did actually have the option to switch the web browser in the playbook settings. And then scrolling down the line, we do also have, we're missing a lot of applications, which is good because, this is really the core Windows essential features, and that is it. I wish I would have got some task utilization prior to this, but this is how we're looking. We're idling, well, actually, let me close Brave really quick. We're using, let's see, 2% of our CPU right now, and then 2.4 gigabytes of RAM, so 32% of our RAM. So honestly, not bad for idle. Again, like I said, I wish I would have got benchmarks prior to installing this. But again, it was just a clean install of Windows 11 23H2, so those aren't that hard to go back and get. Moving forward, again, just to show that this is Windows 11 23H2, I'm not exactly sure what builds of Windows this doesn't, work on, like where's the limit. But yeah, overall, I just want to see if there's any privacy, what these look like. They're not even there anymore. They just totally took privacy out, probably because, all of it's turned off. Again, and this actually isn't paused, so we can actually install updates. That's cool. But yeah, like I said, a lot of these things, privacy settings, they're all gone because they're all disabled. It disables all of that extra crap and makes Windows really what Windows should be, which, I actually heavily prefer this kind of slowed down version. This is in between Tiny 11 and the real Windows 11, because Tiny 11, I feel like so much is cut out that it's really not usable, versus this, this is usable, but it cuts out a lot of extra junk that Windows, includes. So with that being said, this is just a brief overview at AtlasOS. One thing I forgot to check was disk utilization. So we're using 17 gigabytes of space. Again, I wish I would have checked that prior to this. So with that being said, thank you for watching this video. If you liked it, make sure to subscribe for new around here as I do all kinds of different technology videos, including device restorations. And with that being said, I'll see you all in the next one.